Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season. Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Straight ahead is what should be a very entertaining matchup between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started, and we're underway in Atlanta. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Tirico and Greg Olsen. It is for real. Season begins here. Off we go from Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Now an opening past the 30. What a great return. All the way down to the 40-yard line.
Anytime you find yourself on the road, you want to do anything you can early to establish yourself and quiet this crowd. And I'll tell you, there's no better way than to take the opening kickoff nearly all the way and set up your offense with great field position to start this game.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On the ground, here is the rookie out of Clemson. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Working out of the shotgun, it is, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him. Jalen Walker, he's into the sack column early in the season. A sack on this opening drive. In danger of an opening 3 and out, they face 3rd and 10. Left side here, caught by Addison. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And it'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. On the run to the right. And he'll just bite the ball and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
So after back-to-back incompletions, it is now 3rd and 10. To the air once more is McCarthy. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack. This opening drive. James Pierce. He's got his first sack of the season here early in week 1. On 4th down, it's Will Riker time for this Viking field goal. This one from just under 50 yards. Oh, he pushed it. Something looked off at the snap. And he has missed it. The kick, no good. And this will stay a scoreless game. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. First time with Bijan Robinson. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. They'll go again with Robinson. Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage. They'll come up to 3rd and 3.
19 time. 19. Down.
From the gun, it's Penix. And into the hands of Mingo. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards.
First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. A gain of 4 as he's taken down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
From the 33, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Check go.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. Got to get it to the 28th, but now it's 3rd down. From the gun, here is Penix. First catch for him on this new season, and it results in a 1st down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
Ready? Rocco 80.
Now Penix to his left. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And when you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time?
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Spencer Schrader comes on to try the field goal. Officially a 29-yard attempt. Schrader's kick is good. And the Falcons will take a 3-0 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This will be returned from the 6. He'll come across 20 and taken down at the 2. One-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he just does take that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. He's going to let one fly for Addison. And this will be incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
To the air on 3rd down is McCarthy. He's going to dial up another deep ball. That one is batted away, incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. This fielded inside the 35. That is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. So, 1st quarter in the books here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. It's the Falcons with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Throwing is Penix. And is downfield to the tight end pitch. That's good for 27 and a 1st down. With the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Now Robinson. How he got away from that first defender, I have no idea. This will wind up with positive yardage on the play.
At the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
A dazzling facility located here in the heart of Atlanta, Georgia. Welcome inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Coming up, a contest that looks real good on paper between the Minnesota Vikings and the Atlanta Falcons. Spencer Schrader is going to have the honor of getting us started, and we're underway in Atlanta. Ty Felton here to return it. And this drive will start inside the 25. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. They run for the first time with a rookie from Clemson. Nice little run there, gets him 5. Second down upcoming.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Back-to-back carries here. He won't be able to get past the line and very quickly blocked it. He's facing 3rd down to begin this ballgame.
Okay, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
The Falcons go in nickel, 3rd down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. 1st and 10 from the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. This is a heater going deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contest. Wait for that big shot. They wanted to get that highlight the first time they touched the football.
Now, this group likes to be aggressive. An early incompletion's not going to deter them. Sharpshooters, they don't stop shooting threes because of one brick, and they won't stop pushing this ball down the field either.
And this is another incompletion. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, Shane headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Play fake. Penix. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sideline, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
My partner testing the perimeter early there. Coverage held up. Could be a tough day for those outside receivers to make an impact.
Okay, partner, testing you here. You've heard me say this a lot. Okay, coordinator's job is to get you man-to-man coverage, and your job is
to win it. He's going deep this time. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. So here's Jack Brownie to punt this one away. over, Brock, but how about the wherewithal of the defender to take it back for the score?
Yeah, that is a scoop and score in the definition of a splash play defensively. You don't just rip possession away from the offense. Kind of rip their heart out, too. You rip possession, you turn it into points, and now that beleaguered offense is going to have to get right back on the field.
Nice little energy on their sideline after that fumble return score, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20 in the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Oh, put some heat on this deep. That's complete inside the 35. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. Pick up there of 39 yards. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Looking at throw, McCarthy. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal. Working quickly here.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Another throw here for McCarthy. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings reach pay dirt for the first time this game. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. That one right down the middle. And the Vikings tie it up as he nails his first try of the season. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Here's a return from the 7. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled. Now they're whistling for a timeout here. Somebody's shaking up on the play. Not the way he wanted to begin his rookie season. Wow, let's hope it doesn't cost him much time. They get on it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's in the negative to begin the new season, Brock. First carry of the year winds up losing yards. And it's not just in quarterbacks, Brock, you got to have short memories. You tell me this too. Defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
QB keeps the second down option. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. 9 yards to pick up there, and they only need 3 more now on 3rd down.
Not that he needed to, but he'll always try and remind people that he's a threat running it in addition to slinging it all over the field.
To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
Here we go, Shaq.
Put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and now they're left with 4th and short.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. Trying for it with Penix. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. He's going to bring this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Minnesota touchdown. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse. They're taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times I'd like to see that player run that football over to the coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort. Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. It's a pickup of 26. And that's a Falcon 1st down. And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
1st down, and they go right back to it. They can do it on the outside. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Bernard on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line.
19. They go play action. Here's Penix. Got to it right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two and 3rd downs. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
All's in this punt at the 8. And the end of that return, Brock, also brings us to the end of our 1st quarter. We're through 1 quarter of this opening weekend of football. It's a 14-7 game. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Now for the 2nd quarter to begin. Vikings in control of it. They'll take over here following that punt to end the 1st. Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. That's on the quick hitter. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll get it up to the 27. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, it would really break the backs of the defense.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40.
Every offense in this league is looking for a back who can be an athlete and a bruiser at the same time. You feel lucky if you got one. Someone who can, well, eat up space when the lanes are open, and deliver a little punishment to stretch plays when that tackler tries to meet him in the hole.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. And he was looking for T.J. Hawkinson, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long, but finally, this defense has an answer.
McCarthy trying again on 2nd down. Short pass brought in. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
That's another Vikings 1st down. A gain of 12.
Play action, McCarthy. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. After that play, we see some concern from their guys on the field. And now we know why. One of their best players was hurt on the play and is getting worked on. Here's the backup. 1st throw. Finds the in route complete. But fortunately, the Vikings stay calm. They were able to get to it. Crisis averted. They keep possession. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
He's got to push one deep down there, and there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell.
Okay, it was inevitable. He's going to get an interception. You play quarterback in this league, eventually at some point you're going to throw you first. And most importantly, he's got to flush it in the
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Here we go, set. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Here's Robinson to start the drive. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
First down.
Now Penix off the play action. Couldn't find a completion on first down. Not on the same page with his tight end. And now they face second down.
It leads to second and 10.
An option give to Robinson. Offense wins zone read, but what a read by the defense. They blow it up for a loss of 4.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Here he goes, third and long. Pass it downfield, working the left. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This kid's down inside the 35-yard line. So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
A toss snap to Robinson. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9, all the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
He's forced out of bounds after a nice play there, but still dropped. Not enough to avoid third down.
Oh, man, these are the kind of plays you can't wait to get on film and watch the next day. Look at the fellow pass catchers. Look at the guys getting out in front, helping on that screen pass. Get your player in space, your buddies do the rest around you, and a big play follows.
Penix on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. It's on the left hash, 46 yards out. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and get it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kicking is a guarantee.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's first and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He's trying to go deep again. He's got it inside the 25. And he's in for the big play touchdown. Oh, Brock, but there it is. Back down the field, we've got a flag, and I don't think this is going to count. And holding penalty is going to make first down twice as tough. They're 20 from the marker to start things out. McCarthy looking to throw. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
We've got enough data now through the years to understand that an explosive play on offense more often than not leads to scoring. We also know if you can create a negative play defensively in a tightly contested game like this, every play matters. And to get that negative play, put this offense on their heels, exactly what this defense needed.
Escapes the pocket. Moving right, airs it out down the sideline. Really pushing the envelope on second down, but the deep shot doesn't work.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on third? Third and long for him here. On the move, headed right. He's loaded another one up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Minnesota lined up in punt formation. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. He'll take it in short of midfield. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Let's go.
On first down, here's Penix. Right side, reeled in by Pitts. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. On second down, Robinson. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. Looking quickly here. Firing quickly is Penix, complete. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Penix here from the gun. Buys time, rolling right. Now he takes it. The pass falls incomplete, but was there a reason for it? We see a flag out there. Offense tagged for the penalty there as they walk off the distance. Penalty not helping their cause for this 3rd down.
Here we go.
Play action. Here's Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons take the lead just before halftime.
Okay, that is simply put, perfect play action right there. That action drew the eyes of those defenders, and he's able to throw that ball right over their heads.
Makes the score.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 3. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Fields this one at the 3. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That is going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Probably looking at our final snap and a half here on first down. Looking to throw. Look at that power, deep left side. It's grabbed inside the 30. And somehow they reach the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Reichert on for the point after. And his kick is good. What an ending to our opening half as they take the lead. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. First half controlled by the offenses, Brock. Let's see if the defenses can take over in the second half. We're underway. Return starts at the 3. Good work so far. He's got room. They'll be happy about where they're about to take the field. He's up to the 35 on the return.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this third phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
That is not the way they needed to come out of the locker room here to begin the second half. Trailing, you got to play with a sense of urgency. You got to protect your quarterback, and they didn't either.
A lot of space ahead. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take the lead right away in half number 2. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Falcons push their lead to 3.
21.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
Caught by his back. He pushes it up across the 30 before going out.
This running back is a mismatch maker. That's how I label him on my little sheet right here. Right under his bio, this guy just creates matchup nightmares for every defender on the field.
Going on 3rd, McCarthy. Looking Hawkinson, he's got it. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Vikings are going to have a first down.
A gain of 18.
Again, McCarthy to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right side. And they took their shots, but unsuccessful on that first down throw, swatted away by the defense.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Another throw here for McCarthy. He rolls to his right. He tucks it and takes off. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs. New set of downs for him. It starts at the 38.
A gain of 14. First down, Minnesota.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Into traffic, complete. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Pickup of 17. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up. First and goal.
Having been in enough locker rooms at halftime, Kate, I know what the messaging was in there. Start the game out by sending a message. Doesn't matter you're trailing, run right at them and go make a point.
And they keep him out of the end zone. Can't even get beyond the line. Touchdown denied.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
They go to him again. And he will not score. The defense gets him just before he can punch it in. He manages a couple, and they are right on the verge of it. Third and goal from the one.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Third time's the charm. He gets it again. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Offense in the hurry up here. Oh, wow, fourth straight carry. He runs it across. Touchdown. The Vikings grab the lead on their first series of the half. So, Brock, they take a gamble, and it pays off with a big touchdown on 4th and goal.
And they do it on the ground as well, and that just speaks volumes. That's confidence that you can own this line of scrimmage, and your back will see a lane and will get the job done. That just infuses your team and your sidelines with so much confidence.
Returning it from the 4. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Quick slant into the hands of Mooney. It's an excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, first and 10 from the 34.
Viking 18.
Here's Robinson up the middle. His charge towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
Another carry for Robinson. And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Cut down the field. It's Pitts. Oh, this big guy is moving. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons take a lead just before the end of the third. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And in the end, Brock, a pretty exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Minnesota into formation. It's first and 10. On the shotgun, McCarthy. Cut down the left side by his running back. Oh, baby. That's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
He was about to get smacked just as he got rid of it. Sometimes, Kate, the crowd lets you know you're about to get hit. But That's a savvy quarterback play right there. Take that check down. And nothing better than that defender picking you up off the ground after he knocks you down. With that play, that check down, taking some big runs.
Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays and discussing them and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense, not on that one.
Second down, McCarthy to pass. Chased out to his right. Outside, this is into the hands of Felton. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on a big play down to the 19. We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Vikings football. They're down, but not out on the scoreboard. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. From the red zone now. And he can't hang on. Touchdown in his arms. And it slips through. 2nd down coming up.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. It just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Back to the air, McCarthy. Optimism moving up there to the drop it. It'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Okay, that was so good, really, on 2 levels there defensively. Number 1, with an athletic quarterback, you've got to keep him in the pocket. They did. And then more importantly, and in this case, you got to finish him. Job well done.
On 3rd and long, it's McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up. A lot of pressure on this kick for Will Reichert. Ball on the right hash, 48 yards out. And his kick is blocked. They pick up the block inside the 40. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
We could say they picked a great time to block the kick. Let's be honest. Any time is a great time to get through and block one. It really rewards the effort that those special teamers put in each and every time. It might not always get noticed, but it sure does work. Big time.
The stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Penix. Runs him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down. All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Robinson on his own read. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Okay, 2-yard run on 1st down. I think that keeps you ahead of schedule.
Brings up 2nd
I have to
and
pick
8
up the pace.
at the
Need a better
33-yard
result
line.
than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. And they come through with a big stop there. Got him down for a loss as they keep fighting back here in the 4th. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that brings up 4th and long. The kick is off the mark. No good. And their lead will remain unchanged in the 4th.
Surely not something they're too pleased about down on the field. But Kate, with that miss, we got a lot of juice. We got an opportunity here to see a field goal and a chance to take this game to overtime.
First and 10. It's McCarthy. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Completes downfield to Felton. He has this down to the 34. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. They'll have here first and 10 from the 34. Back to throw, here's McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds, 4 yards shy of that end zone. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers, or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch, just like that. Taking a short gain, turning into an explosive play.
And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on first and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on second down.
Ball at the 2 here for second and goal. Gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take a fourth quarter lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Fielded at the 7. Over so far. They're going to track him down, but a nice effort in the end there, Brock. He's up to the 38.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
They'll run the draw with Robinson. He's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now on first down. Has him on a quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go, Shaq. 70 left. Let's go. Roll.
Robinson on the inside give. Now even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. Needing 9 now on this third down, thanks to that false start penalty. To throw. And downfield, and he finds London. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him first and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw when you throw it that deep outside the numbers that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here first and goal.
At the 60. Ready. Let's go.
Robinson. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. After the loss, it's second and goal from the 5.
Let's go.
Again, it's Robinson. And he's backed up again as they stop him for another loss. Minnesota spends its second timeout here. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming. Still managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and a T for...
They got there in time. He's taken down. And that's going to make it just about worst-case scenario for this offense, Brock. It is 4th and long. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Hands are tied. Gotta have it on this 4th down.
Panther 11. Let's go. Cougar 19. Cup 19. Cup Warriors 70.
Desperation time here. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Pretty important PAT here, Brock, to make it a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game.
Vikings 35.
The Falcons kickoff team out there as they'll send this away. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here.
35-yard line.
So good field position to start with for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10.
Come on. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll look to throw it. And that's incomplete with 7 seconds left. Time for 1, maybe 2 more snaps. He was trying to find Ty Felton with that one. So it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. He's got Hawkinson. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. So the Falcons defend their building and take the win at home. 1 down, a whole lot more wins to go, Brock. But hey, victors to begin this regular season.
Yeah, I think as both these guys go across the field and shake hands with one another, they do know, Kate, to your point, it is a long year. But what this does is it pays off your training camp. It does instill some confidence he did all the right things through July and August to kick the season off.